Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while, but I thought it was about time to do an updated custom showcase of the majority of my Thomas Wooden Railway customs. This is part one, so it's not going to have any of the rolling stock or Pip and Emma. And if y'all want to see that, make sure to comment down below. We are on the set where I'm using for this is what's going to be my Tidmouth Sheds set, which of course isn't finished yet. My Tidmouth Sheds is just a cardboard box as of right now, but it'll get there. So yeah, let's jump right in, and we will start with Ginty Mark II. Now, some of you might remember my old Ginty from a long time ago, which was literally just a repainted Black Thomas. But I figured he needed some work. So what I did was, because he's going to be in my series when that eventually comes out. I know I've been saying that for forever, but so what we did was I took that original Ginty, gave him a nice repaint of black paint everywhere, painted over his name on the bottom. That might have been a part of the old one. I can't remember. And so what we did was we pulled off the face, obviously. We'll get to the face in a minute. But I used air drying clay to extend his bunker and give him the more accurate firebox that the Ginties have. And then we went in with some gray paint, painted his front windows. I believe, yep, his rear windows and his door. Then what we did was we got a yellow paint pen and painted LMS. That side's a little worse than this side. LMS on either side, and gave him the number 7301, which I believe was the number of a real Ginty. I painted his buffer beam red, gave him buffers. And then the face came from a old Rheneas, or Redius. A Hit Toys Rheneas. Redius, sorry, from the Boulder Crusher set. So I took the face off that and took the Thomas face off and gave him that. And I think it suits him really well because I personally love this face a lot more on him than I did on Redius, because it looks nothing like Redius. So yeah, he's my most recent custom. And probably my best, my favorite, I would say. So, yeah, let's move on. We'll put him out of the way. We'll put him with these trucks over here. And we'll move on to Bear. So, Bear was one of the earlier customs I did. And honestly, I think it turned out really well. He's made from an old-style D199, as you can probably tell from the blue on the bottom of his chassis here. And so yeah, we gave him a base coat of like a dark, I think it was apple barrel, shade of apple barrel, dark green. Painted his cab areas white, and the places where his vents would go, those would become white, as well as his doors with a white paint pen, I believe. You can see on this side, and the D3. Which I'm pretty sure is only on the real, on Bear, it's only on his front side, but I mean, I kind of like it on both ends. It makes him a little more unique. Gave him the little strip of green he has at the bottom. Gave him his grills and whatnot with a paint pen. And that's pretty much all there is to Bear. Not a too complicated model, but I'm overall really happy with how he turned out. Next to, I think we're going to save Rosie for last, because she's probably my most in-depth. And next up, we're going to go with Toby. So, I did a Railway Series Toby. I probably want to redo him and give him a little more detail. But really, all it was taking a Mattel Toby from or Toby, sorry. This was a Toby model, but I think this is one of the few they did really well. And painting his side rod or side plates blue. And that was about all there is to him, but I like it a lot. Definitely gives him that Railway Series look to him. And yeah, I think it came out really nice. So next up, we got probably the simplest custom I've done yet, and that is my custom Spencer. And literally all it was is I wanted to give him more of an accurate look to the Silver Jubilee A4s. So I painted his wheel coverings. I don't really know what you want to call them, but I painted those in a darker gray, which is accurate to the real Silver Jubilee engines. And I think it turned out really nice. So yeah, gave it more of a realistic look. So yeah. And then last, but certainly not least, is my ideal take on Rosie, or my custom Rosie. Because, as you can see, this isn't just her red livery that she gets in the CGI series. I wanted to go for a more Railway Series take on her. Which, for that, I think we're going to need another character. But I don't have him out, so you're just going to have to trust me on this. I can find him. Oh, yep, here we go. Okay. Salty. So, I based Rosie's livery that I did her in off of Salty because in my Railway Series, like extended Railway Series timeline, Rosie was actually bought for the Tidmouth Harbor Board, which is where Salty works. So they both work for the Harbor Board, and Rosie was the second engine, and Salty was the third. I haven't made a custom of the first engine yet. But basically what I did was I painted Rosie in like a dark red, kind of. Painted her wheels black. Gave her hazard stripes on the back, which I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. Painted her colon, painted her roof. Pretty much copied her details on the sides of her cab. Gave her white lighting. And painted the number. I believe that's supposed to be, it's really hard to tell, but it's supposed to be, I want to say 30046, I think, which is the number of a real, whatever number it is, which I can't really tell. I painted it on with the intention of it being a real USA Doc Tanks number, because to match Salty, who has 2991 on his cab, which is the real number of a 07. Which is still around today, so you can go see the real Salty, which is cool. But anyway, the reason I gave him that is because I wanted her to fit in with Salty, and they look really nice together. I'm really happy with how they turned out. If I might go back in and like give her buffers and front cab windows or whatever, just kind of bring her up to date with Ginty, because he's my most up to date custom and the one I'm proudest of by far. So, yeah, that is all the customs in today's video. If we could just get a kind of wide shot, get Salty out of here. But yeah, those are the 5 standalone locomotive customs I have. Because, of course, I've done Pip and Emma. I did a showcase on them. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. But for now, I believe that will be all. So, thanks for watching. If y'all want to see a part 2 to this, where I do go over some more rolling stock and Pip and Emma, make sure to like. If we get, we'll say 20 likes on this, I'll do a part 2. So, yeah. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye.